I'm going to do a side-by-side comparison building the same OPEX template. Once in Excel manually and once using Claude and Vena. Both demos will be sped up at the same points, and I'll keep a timer on screen just so we can see where we're at during the entire process. Are you ready to see how much faster the Vena and Claude powered version is? Start the clock. I'm starting with a completely blank spreadsheet. I want to build an operating expense planning template for my New York sales department, including my actuals from 2026 and my plan for 2027. First, I open Claude in Excel and make sure my Vena MCP is turned on. Now, I ask Claude to create an operating expense model for my New York sales team, including my 2026 actuals and my 2027 plan. In my prompt, I include a skill for Vena formatting, so the model looks and feels like the other ones my company's already using. Claude thinks for a while, and then it identifies the data model, defines the structure of the template, and lays out the rows, columns, and dimensions I'm going to use. Then it starts building. I'm fast forwarding through this process, but over a few minutes, you can see Claude created the template directly in Excel, pulling in my accounts, laying out my periods, and structuring the model. And it's all tied back to my Vena database automatically. This is a good spot to check in to see how our manual version's going. Oh yeah, we're really far behind. I think there's probably a few hours left just for building and formatting alone, not to mention everything that's needed to connect this template back to my Vena database. But the version with Vena and Claude, I've got my page selections at the top so I can switch between entities, departments, and scenarios. In the rows, I've got my operating expense accounts pulled directly from Vena. Across the columns, I've got my 2026 actuals and my 2027 plan values, fully structured and ready to go. So the template is already set to use or customize how I want. I'll ask Claude to make a few adjustments. First, I'll add some variance columns. Then I'll ask it to do some additional analysis. And I can even ask Claude to publish comments directly into the cells, so it's really easy for my CFO to see. So we're obviously speeding through some of the bigger tasks where Claude is doing all of it in one go. But I've also fast forwarded the same amount in the manual version. And if we look at where we are now, it's not even close. Sorry, manual demo, time's up. Claude handles the build and Vena provides the data model, the structure, and the system everything plugs into. Together, that's what takes you from a blank spreadsheet to a fully connected FP&A model in just a few minutes. If you want to see how this can work in your own environment, visit venasolutions.com/VenaAI.